coaches, happy Tuesday, and I'm excited to do this training with you guys tonight because it's something that I think can really be game-changing for you moving forward. If you haven't gotten this revelation yet, which it did take me a little bit to fully grasp this concept as I dug into personal development and grew myself as a leader, which I'm still continuing to do. But I really want to share this with you because I feel like this time of year, we're so busy. We have family, we have our other prior commitments. A lot of us have kids, a lot of us have jobs already, and we're trying to juggle this business with Beachbody in it all. Taking care of us, our family, our job, extended family that comes in town. How on earth do we manage all of this together and find balance in our life to be happy and healthy, which is our ultimate goal? So I really hope that this training you find value and you learn something new tonight, or a different perspective that you may not have seen before in this business and all that it can provide to you. So our main topic is going to be balance, and I'm going to go through a lot tonight to cover with you, and how you can work a full-time job, lead a growing team, and be a coach, and make your family still a priority in your life. So this quote is very powerful to me, and so I wanted to share it with you before I go ahead and really dive into the meat of this call. I suggest that you become obsessed with the things that you want. Otherwise, you are going to spend an entire lifetime being obsessed with making up excuses as to why you didn't get the life you always wanted. Now, this quote really sticks true to me, or imprints my heart, or whatever the word is, because really, why are we so obsessed with our goals? Why not get obsessed with what we want in life? We only have one life to live, so instead of being obsessed with making excuses as to why we didn't get the life we always dreamed, be obsessed with becoming and doing the things that are going to give you the life that you've always wanted, and ultimately brings you joy, or will bring you joy. You may not be there yet, but you're on a journey. The journey is the destination. And the key, what I always think about every morning when I get up, is I'm going to do the things now that most won't, so I can live the life soon in the future that most everyone else can't. And that is what drives me to work hard now, so that I can have the life that most people will never have soon. So this kind of helps you see how that can happen. You become obsessed with the things you want in life, your goals, your motives, the freedom that that you may want for your family, or the lives you want to change, or it could be whatever your goal is in this business or in life. Be obsessed with it, and don't stop. Don't lose heart. Don't lose that momentum, even when it's hard, even when it's hard to find balance, which I'm going to help you hopefully find the balance in it all. But be obsessed, or you're going to end up being obsessed with making excuses and why this didn't work for you, and why you can't have the things you want in life, when truthfully you're telling yourself a lie, because you can have whatever you want as long as you're obsessed enough with it to work hard enough to get it. I can tell you that I don't really know what TV shows are on TV anymore. I've sacrificed that in my life because I've become obsessed with what I want. So instead of watching a TV show, I work this business, or spend time with my family. I have become obsessed with the things I want, because I know that if I don't, I'm going to do a disservice to not just myself, but my whole family, because of my goal. So I hope this quote really helps you, and it is as powerful to you as it is to me in my journey with this business, and why I've chosen to become obsessed with it. And it's not just the beach body, it's what it provides, what it has the potential to do for my family. And I don't want to go the other way. I only see what it can do, and I just keep my eyes focused. Put your blinders on. Don't compare yourself with all the fluff going on around you. Just focus on your journey, who you can help today. What's one good thing you can do for yourself today? Have you gotten your workout in? Have you developed your mind? What are you struggling with mentally? Fill that cup, because then you can pour it into your family and into others, and you will be successful. I'm getting on a tangent there, because those are just some things I'm very passionate about with this business and what it can provide for you. So I'm going to just keep going. Begin visualizing becoming who you want to be. So where do you see yourself going? What is that ideal goal for you? Visualize yourself there. Don't, look at it like a dream or a fantasy. Visualize yourself being there, becoming who you want to be already. Visualize yourself and how it will feel. Get passionate about that, and commit to doing whatever is necessary for your family. I put my family because that's why I'm obsessed with it, because I'm committed to doing whatever is necessary for my family, because freedom is something I desire, and that's something that I am not willing to let go of. I don't want to be tied down to a 9-to-5 ever in my life, and so I'm willing to commit to whatever is necessary to avoid that from happening. Now, if that is not a goal for you, that's okay. It doesn't have to be. But commit to doing whatever is necessary for your family based on whatever that goal is. Not having the time to do this business, to me, is why you need to make the time. It's why you need to find the balance. It's why this business can change your life for the better, so that will never be an excuse, regardless of anything in your life. You'll never have to tell somebody that it's because you don't have the time. It's because you choose not to. It's because you've set boundaries in your life, but it's not because time is an issue. You make the time based on what is important to you. We find the time. Just like, for example, if you can't find your keys, you may not have the time, but you make the time to find the keys because you need it. It's the same concept with whatever choice you're making. You may not have the time. Nobody has the time, but we make it because it's important to us. And that's going to lead me into my next thing, or point. Oops. Well, actually, I wanted to start here. Family is always number one. So we don't find the time for our family. We make the time for our family. And that's what this business provides for us. It does not take away from our family. It adds to it. Success is your duty, obligation, and responsibility for your family. So, and that's how I see this business. It is not to take away from my family. It's to add to it. It's to give us the freedom. Like I said before, your short-term sacrifice is going to give you the long-term reward. It's going to give you that goal, that end goal that you have in mind. So you've got to keep your eyes looking forward straight at the goal that you have and focused only on that goal. Don't get sidetracked and fill your head with doubt, fear, what ifs, because that's a bunch of BS, to be truthful. Success is your duty, it's your obligation, and it's your responsibility. Why is this not going to be successful for you? Why wouldn't it be? Anybody can do this. And it just create the balance in your family, because burnout can happen, and I'm going to touch on that a little bit as well. But you need to create balance in your life so that you can succeed, so that your family is always number one while you're working on growing to the level of success you desire in this business, for it to provide for you what you ultimately want it to provide. And it may not be quitting your 9-to-5 job. That may not be your goal, and that's okay. It may be changing lives. It may be being a better version of you so that you can be there for your family. I don't know. But what I do know is that balance is important in this business. And Beachbody and what we do, we always stand for family being number one. You fill your cup so that you can pour into others. If you're not filling your cup and making time for your family and balancing it, then you're not going to have a successful business. It starts with you. You cannot empower other people to change their lives unless you're working on changing your own. So you have to continually be working on yourself to be successful in any shape or form in this business. So it starts with you and what you've already been doing in your challenge groups. Keep doing your workouts. Keep pressing play. Keep drinking your Shakeology. Keep focusing on your nutrition, and keep working towards being the best you can be. And then it naturally pours over into other people's lives, which is what it means to be a coach. It doesn't mean you're perfect. It means you're relatable and you mess up, but you're on a journey and you're working towards being better. And it's for your family. And you may not have children. It could be a spouse. It could be your dogs. It could be your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, any good friends. It doesn't matter. We have family out there, extended or not, and that is what is number one. You've got to balance that. So family time is family time. You have got to unplug from this business when it's time to spend time with your family. It's a non-negotiable. So when it's time to spend time with your family, if you've got to leave your phone in the car, or if you've got to, put your phone upstairs so that you don't have it while you're spending one-on-one time with your children or your spouse, do that. And then when it's time to work your business, plug in. Give it your full attention. But you've got to balance them both. You can't just do half of the family at the same time as working the business. It's going to burn you out, and you're going to be no good to anyone. And you want to give your family number one attention while you give your business one-on-one attention at a separate time. So to improve your product, I can't ever say that word for some reason, productivity in this business, you want to set a timer for 25 minutes. This is a great way to start. Start a timer for just 25 minutes and work against the clock. Try to get as much done as you can. And just like when we're doing push-ups, for example, you may get 5 reps in on your toes the first time and then have to go to your knees, and then next time 6. So work against the clock. Work on trying to connect with as many people as you can in say a 5 to 10 minute allotted time, and then next time strive for maybe pushing it to one more person. And if it doesn't happen, it's okay. Some days are better than others, but improve your productivity in this business by setting a timer and working against the clock. Take 5-minute breaks and do it 4 times during that 25 minutes. Or actually, I'm saying this all wrong. When you're working, you need to take breaks often. And if you're working for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. And do that 4 times and then take a 30-minute break if you're working a lot. But you need to take breaks regardless. So if it's, you work for 10 minutes and you need a 5-minute break, take a 5-minute break. Take breaks so that you can reevaluate your thoughts and not get burnt out on one set task or skill. But you're the CEO of your business, so the amount of productivity you do each day is up to you. Focus and create urgency. Set a time limit for yourself and create urgency in that. If you have a task, don't procrastinate on it. Don't procrastinate on responding to somebody that may have written you a book about what's going on in their life, because that person on the other side could have been you when you were reaching out for help. So create urgency in that and focus on helping that person, because they could be where you were, and just get it done. Get those hardest things done first, and don't overcomplicate things. There's no need for you to spend tons of time on a graphic or, spend all this time on how you're going to work out social media and whatnot. The most important thing is to take care of your family and you first. It's really not a complex business. People overcomplicate it. It's a very simple business. It's the vital behaviors, and that's it. Your like page, your amazing graphics, all of that is not a vital behavior. It's not what's ultimately going to grow your business like you want. So if time is an issue, don't focus on all that fluff. Use the tools. Our team is amazing. We have all these tools laid out for you to just grab and use. Or if you can't, time is that much of a struggle, join Nicole or my challenge group, and you can be a challenger and just help your challengers in our challenge group. But all the tools for posting or whatever that you need to be successful as a coach is there for you. Don't feel like you have to recreate the wheel. Just don't overcomplicate it. Make it simple, and just reuse what's already been done and proven to work and be effective. And take care of your family first and yourself. That is crucial, especially this time of year. So, success habits. What are some habits that the most successful people in this business, what are their key ingredients that they do without fail that have created success and joy for them in this business? Number one, like I've been saying all along, family's number one. You've got to make that time for your family. Be intentional. Set business hours. It doesn't have to be hours and hours. It can be 30 minutes if it has to one day. It could be Monday through Friday for 1 hour, 5 hours a week. But set the hours. If you want to do more, do more. It's your business. You're the CEO of it, and you can grow it as fast or as slow as you want to. And it's okay, because it's your business. And we're going to be there to support you no matter what. So, but be intentional about what you're doing, because you don't want to get burnt out and you don't want to lose sight of your goals. So be intentional when you plug in, and do it with urgency. Don't procrastinate on it. Be urgent about it. make the time for it and make it a non-negotiable, just like your family time. That's obviously first, but communicate, 30 minutes I'm going to be plugging into Beachbody, and that's going to be my laser focused time where I'm going to be focused in on helping people and working the business. Now, the fitness side of things, when your 30-minute workouts or whatever that you do, that is not included in that 30-minute time. So that's something you do regardless. This is just strictly the checking in with your challengers and inviting. Like, it really, this is a relationship business. So it's all about building relationships with people. So don't overcomplicate it, and just create that urgency, and then eat that frog. If it's, like I said, a message that is so long that you're dreading responding to because it just seems like it's a book, but that person most likely poured their heart out to you. And so eat that frog and get that hardest task done first. And that may not be what the hardest task is for you. It could be a number of things. It could be inviting. Inviting can be so hard for people, especially new coaches. I know it was for me in the beginning. I dreaded that part of the business. I did not want to invite people to my accountability groups, even though it was an amazing opportunity for them. I just dreaded it. But that's where eating that frog, you get that hardest thing done first. And then you work on the stuff you enjoy second. Because once you get that hardest stuff done first, it gets easier each time you do it, and you get better. So family first. Love your family. Do what needs to be done for them. Just in general, do what you need to do. And stop wasting time. If you need to, cut back on some, show, or maybe say no when, you would have said yes to a few things, do that, because your family comes first. And if you have goals of freedom, or time is an issue, or you want to help more people, then you're going to have to say no. Sometimes you're just going to have to say no. It's hard, but it's for the best for your family, because they come first. And stop wasting time. See the clear connections. And that's with this business and with your family. And if there's people in your life that you've been chatting with or whatever, but just be connected and communicate with your family. That is so important. You don't want to just go work the business without communicating to them that you're going to go work, because what they don't know, that's not communicating and putting your family first. So if you have plans to plug in for 30 minutes at 8:30 at night, when your husband goes to bed, communicate that. Look, honey, I love you, but we have this goal for our family, and I want to make this happen for us. So when you go to bed tonight, I'm not going with you. I'm going to work, and then I'm coming to bed, because I can focus at that time when the house is quiet. It's self-discipline. It's tough because we're our own CEOs, but think of all that could happen and be in store. It will happen if you do it. It's not a matter of could it. It will happen if you're self-disciplined in those things. But you have to communicate with your family. So when you unplug, when you're with your family, and you're enjoying time with them, it's okay. You're not working the business, but to communicate with your spouse, that you want to take a selfie. of y'all, why y'all are doing something together. And just share that on social media to inspire others. Now, don't plug in and work your business, but you can, communicate that with your husband. I know we're out to dinner and I know we're having a great time, but if you'll give me just a couple of minutes so that I can do this. You don't do it all the time, but it obviously helps your business grow by taking those pictures here and there. So communicate that with your spouse so they're not like, what on earth are you doing? They'll understand with time. They may not get it right away. My husband for the longest was like, oh, here we go, another selfie again, or there you go with Beachbody. Every night there, you just want to do Beachbody. But I wasn't communicating this business with him. I was acting like he was an outsider in this business. And so you want to involve them in it and make sure they know that this is our business and we're doing this together. I'm doing this for us, for the freedom it can give us. Trust me, give me a chance at this. And I promise you, in time, they'll see and they'll get it. It just takes time. But I promise you, because it took my husband time, but he now sees it and he understands and he supports it. But it didn't happen right away because it was something new. He was like, whoa, what is this that you're doing? Are you playing on Facebook? You're just playing around on Facebook. But that was because I wasn't communicating. So put your family first by communicating, unplugging from the business when it's time to spend with your family. Don't negotiate on that. Family comes first and everything else after that. I can ramble. Be intentional. Don't wait for things to happen. Take a stand and do what you know needs to be done and avoid monkey brain. And what monkey brain is basically when you have so many thoughts going on in your head at the same time that you can't really get anything done. You're no good to anyone because you just have so much going on and that you need to do that you're basically feel like your head's going to explode. That's monkey brain. So try to avoid that. And a way to avoid that, I'm actually going to share about soon, but it's doing brain dumps. Every evening, set 5 minutes before you head off to bed just to write out everything that's on your head and to set a to-do list for the next day. It can take 5 minutes just to unload your thoughts of that day because there's a lot of clutter that goes up there throughout a day and you need to unload that. And I learned that from Chalene Johnson, and I can tell you it's just such a valuable thing to do every night. You sleep better, you wake up refreshed, you're less stressed. When you avoid that monkey brain and you do a brain dump by just maybe writing out or typing out or whatever works for you, those thoughts, get them out onto paper and get rid of them. If you pray or meditate, do that. Spend at least 5 minutes before bed unloading all of that junk so that you can sleep peacefully and then wake up refreshed and with a clear vision of what the day is going to be looking like, because those things that you're dumping out are things that are probably frogs that you need to eat, that have been sitting, that you need to take care of. So that's part of your to-do list for the following day. So it helps you be more productive and intentional, because monkey brain makes you not intentional with your day when you have monkey brain. So avoid it by doing that. Eat that frog. Do your most important task first. Build that new habit. If there's something that you're struggling with, maybe it is organization, maybe it is time management, eat that frog. Build that habit. Make it something that you focus and work on growing yourself in. Do personal development on it, or if you don't like the term personal development, do some training or learning on that particular habit to grow yourself, because it's something that you may not like to do, but you know that it'll make you a better person for your family, who is first, yourself, and your business as a CEO and leader. And booty in the chair philosophy. A lot of people will do their task, either they're multitasking or they're doing it while they're laying in bed or watching a show. Sit down in a chair and actually eat those frogs in the chair. So that's really important when you're just sitting there and doing it, where you're fully focused on that. That's where you will see, you'll be the most effective and the better you when you're doing those frogs. Get a mastermind partner, a success partner, someone that you can push each other. Ideally, you want someone that may be slightly above where you are and where you see yourself going, but has overcome some things that you want to overcome yourself. So find somebody like that. Look in our team page. Reach out to people. What is the worst they can say? No. I mean, most likely people, and it's okay if they do anyways, it's nothing to do with you personally, so don't take it like that. But you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't find yourself a partner that's going to push you to be better and to grow, because you only have one life, and you don't want to spend it with excuses. You want to be an overcomer and an achiever and to dream big and reach those goals. I know you do, or you wouldn't be a part of this team, because that's what we stand for. Unapologetically you, dreaming big together. So find yourself a partner and be bold about that, someone that pushes you. And like I said, take 5 to 10 minutes each night to do that brain dump and self-motivate yourself, how you need to avoid burning yourself out in this business. And I said set expectations. I just want to make sure that I was covering what I needed. If you're having those feelings of being frustrated in this business, unmotivated or uninspired, it's your duty to become successful if you are sacrificing for your family. So I think that was really what I wanted to talk on with that. Is that it? Oh, I guess that was it. I thought I had more. Let me just say a few more things before I unplug. But the main thing is, don't overcomplicate this business. It's really, really easy. And it's so easy to overcomplicate it. I know I've done it. Don't do it. You don't need to do that. Just do those habits that need to be done with connecting with people and taking care of yourself. And use the tools that our amazing team already has. There's no reason for you to spend all that time that you don't have wasting on stuff that you don't really need to be doing. Make time for your family first, especially during the holidays, but stay focused on your goals. This is the time of year to just connect with people, to love on people, and just to be there for people. And this business, it is a slower season for us, but come January and February, if you're connecting and staying consistent, I can tell you your business will show what you did now, because what you do now pays off come January, February, as long as you stay consistent and you keep yourself motivated, keep plugging into the PD and growing yourself, taking care of yourself, and, honoring your family and your priorities first. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is what can lead a coach to burnout. And I've seen it happen. I've felt it before. And a lot of coaches, what they'll do is they'll either build this business, be all in, and do great, or they can fizzle out. And a lot of times what I see happen is they wait till the last minute to work on Success Club. or helping their 3 people, or, you know, promoting for their challenge group. They wait till the last minute because they're not tracking their business. So they don't know that they're not what they don't know. So they feel like they may be doing the business, but, you know, focusing on a like page and stuff isn't really doing this business. What's doing this business is the vital behaviors, which is inviting, attracting, and connecting with people. So like connecting one-on-one, talking to people, and doing your workouts and sharing about it, doing your personal development, and then recognizing your challengers, your coaches, or anybody. Just recognize people for things that they're accomplishing in their life. It doesn't have to be business, fitness, health related. It can be anything, that they just got married, that they got that new job, or whatever. Just recognize people. And so what happens is they basically get off track because they're not organized with their business. They're waiting till the last minute to hit Success Club. So like if you're waiting till right now to work on Success Club, and it does happen sometimes, especially at the end of the year, but most of the time, if you're consistent in this business, you don't have that happen. And you don't have that burnout feeling because you've stayed consistent in what works for you. You're organized in this business, meaning, you know, you're doing those 30-minute blocks or one, you know, with those breaks, and you're putting your family first, like we just got done talking about. You're not frantic at the end of the month because you know you're doing all you can do and your priorities are in line. That helps you avoid burnout. When you're frantic like that, then you get so burnt out by trying so hard to hit that goal at the end of the month that the beginning of the month you kind of, you know, have to take a step back from the business because you're so tired, and you don't end up rallying and starting your clean eating group, and which is what we do at the beginning of every month, and then, you know, working on your regular challenge group with the challenge packs at the 3rd week of the month, and then the 4th week where you work with your coaches, you get behind because you're burnt out from working so hard at the very end of the month because you let the whole beginning of the month slip. And it happens. It's happened to me. So I get it. I know that feeling of being burnt out, like I'm just exhausted from this. But it's mental energy that you put in, too much of it at the last minute, and it's not healthy. It's not consistent, and it's not what you would normally do. You had your priorities a little bit off track. So you can only control what you can control. Make sure you're doing everything on your end and just being consistent with whatever that is. You're the CEO, so you can plug in as much as you want or as little as you want. Just being consistent with that and your goals and letting them be in line with each other. And if you need help with figuring that out, Nicole or myself will gladly mentor and speak with you one-on-one about what that looks like, or your upline coach, or just, you know, reach out to somebody if you need help on that. Keep your foot on the gas. That is so important. It just goes hand in hand with consistency. Now, you don't have to floor it and go 100 miles an hour when I say keep your foot on the gas. It's okay to, you know, not have your foot all the way pressed down on the gas if that's not your goal for your business and it's not where you are right now, in order to keep your family number one in your life, because that's obviously what's number one, and in order to take care of you first. Space out your month. Like we were saying, don't push, or like I was just saying, don't push it all to the last, waiting till the last of the month. And a lot of times what happens with burnout too is we feel like, oh my goodness, I'm waiting till the last minute, I didn't hit that goal, so it must not be working for me, and I must need to maybe focus on my like page a little more. Maybe I need to, and that's the reason why. Maybe I'm just not doing that right. That's not true. You're telling yourself a lie and you're feeding yourself excuses. You need to keep doing the consistent behaviors of the vital 4. That's the key to this business. Now, if you're connecting and inviting people consistently, you're doing what you need to do. You're doing it. I promise you, it's going to pay off if you're consistent with that. If it's, 3 a day, do 3 a day. If it's 5 a day, do 5 a day. If it's 10 a day, do 10 a day. Whatever that is, whatever that looks like for you, based on what you need to do to put your family first. Now, there's going to be some trial and error there, maybe some bumps in the road of you trying to figure that out. Be open and be flexible with that, because you're the CEO. But ultimately, we want longevity for everyone. I want longevity in my business. I hope you want the same, or you wouldn't have started this to begin with. So keep track of your business and see what you're doing, so that you don't get mixed up on if you're working towards your goals or not, and you realize that maybe I wasn't consistent like I thought I was. Because there's been plenty of times that I quit tracking my business in these past 3.5 years. And then I look back and I'm like, wow, that's why I wasn't really connecting and inviting people like I, for some reason, thought I was. I was really more focused on my like page or whatever. But honor your goals and honor your family and put yourself in a position to help more people. We are our own CEOs of our business, so it is up to us what we do with this business and priority. So focus on the basics, and despite your ups and downs that happen in life, do not cram. Just don't, because it'll lead to burnout, and we want longevity, not burnout. So, stay, like I said, just stay on top of your goals. Keep your family first. If you have a goal that you want to achieve, and it's that important to you, communicate it with your family so that they can support you in that goal and avoid burnout. And if that does happen, know that's why and be okay with it, and just pick yourself up from there and move forward. And reach out to somebody. Get the partner like I talked about. I know I covered a lot on this call, but I really hope that you really got some great nuggets of truth in this business, and you find that joy again that this business can provide, and you refocus yourself on those goals that you have for this business, which is why you started this in the first place. So I'm just going to say the quote one more time that I said in the beginning, just as a refresher. I suggest that you become obsessed with the things you want or the goals you have. Otherwise, you are going to be spending a lifetime being obsessed with making the excuses as to why you didn't get the life you always dreamed and wanted for yourself. Because you can do it, but you've got to lay down the excuses, and you just got to be obsessed with being a better you. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving, putting your family first. It's all about progress, not perfection. I'm not perfect, not by a long shot in this business. My days look like a hot mess most of the time, but you know what? We're in this together. We're not just a team, we're a family. We're unapologetically us, and that's what makes us so great. Utilize the tools we provide and just go out there, be you, and be brave, and put your family first, and revisit your goals. If you've got to write them on your forehead and walk around with it, do that. But remind yourself of why this is important to you to begin with. If time is the issue, then let that be the driving force of why you need to do this, so that you can have time. The short-term sacrifice brings about the long-term reward. So I know I've rambled long enough. I just get so passionate about this kind of stuff. So I truly hope y'all have a great week. Plug into our team page. Keep being amazing and changing lives, because we can't do it alone. We've got to do this together. And share what you have going on this week. We'd love to hear about your Thanksgiving. Share pictures of you and your family and what you're doing. Let's all share and be together as we're, enjoying our Thanksgiving holidays. So I will talk to you guys soon, but have a fantastic Thanksgiving week. Bye.